Also striking is the mix of misogyny and racism revealed by these texts. Do those types of bigotry interact in a different way in the British context?
I think, unlike America, we do not have a very open conversation here about race. A lot of the space where our prejudice played out was in third countries, right, in the colonies. So we've not had to live with the after effects of that in the way that Americans would be familiar, and so therefore would have started a conversation about Jim Crow, civil rights, and now what is the legacy of that in modern America, the prison industrial complex, etc. Here, British people do not get taught about their history. We talk about empire as a positive thing. The whole framing around Brexit is that we have an opportunity for Empire 2.0, stepping out on our own, and people feel very positive about that. And so when you then try and have a conversation around race and racism and institutional bias and institutional inequality, it's a very difficult conversation. Add to that, of course, that Brits are very polite. So, we don't tend to go straight to the point around these difficult conversations.
Eliza Anyangwe is a journalist based in Britain. Thanks for speaking with us, Eliza.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
Probably heard about that open letter published in the French newspaper Le Monde last week criticizing the Me Too movement. It said the movement amounted to Puritanism and was fueled by a hatred of men. One of the most well-known signatories was the actress Catherine Deneuve. Well, the letter prompted a global backlash, and yesterday Deneuve apologized to victims of sexual assault. But she essentially doubled down on her argument. And it's gotten the world's Sarah Birnbaum thinking.
100 women signed on to this letter, but the one that jumped out at me and the one who made the headlines was Catherine Deneuve. When I saw she put her name to this thing, I thought, sure, typical. I mean, here's a woman who spent her entire career as a sex symbol. Of course you'd find a movement where women are saying, I'm not your sex object, incredibly threatening, because really few women have profited from male desire like Catherine Deneuve. So I went back to her movies so I can find even more to get angry about, because that's how I roll. And what I found there wasn't what I expected. Because in fact, if you look at her films, Deneuve and her milieu are not merely celebrating male desire or catering to it. They're actually grappling with it in an interesting way.